Yo, 40K, anybody? I poisoned 3 small towns for that bit? Probably. We all got a little bit of blood on our hands, right? Jesus. Ugh. God damn it. God damn it. Why is my voice cracking so much at age 36? I'm not going through puberty. I've gone through puberty. I want to tune in and see how Arthur's what's it called? Catio is going. Wait, did he go offline?
Wouldn't go over 50.
Did he beat it? Did he finish it? Oh, he switched over. Okay. You know what's better than 40K? 50K. Would I ever get a cat? Well, I don't know why I read that as why would I ever eat a cat? No to the first one, yes to the second one. Wait, no to eating a cat, yes to getting a cat. Just to clarify that, just in case. Okay. Dude, I want to eat real food so much. I've not been able, I couldn't eat real food yesterday. I just had to eat yogurt and soup and yogurt and soup and yogurt and soup. And like, that's all I've been able to have. What breed? What, cats have breeds? Cat breed. Duh. House cat. Duh. Come on. Don't gaslight me into acting like there's other breeds. By the way, I'm so much happier to have this microphone. I feel like it's a little bit more crisp and I feel like it's a little bit more engaging. Those biceps look swole. Thanks, Shady. I feel like a god. I wouldn't mind digging a little bit into 40K. A little bit, man. I mean, I wish there was some fun little games to play that weren't too committed. But I kind of do need a little bit more lore. God, I'm so hungry and I want to eat, bro. But all I got is more soups. I do have a hummus. I can't eat hummus. But I can't chew anything. I'm not supposed to chew anything. So I have to eat hummus with a fucking spoon. Liquefy a hot dog? Well, I did get baby food. But that's for a different time. Because I had 2 teeth ripped out yesterday. I had 2 teeth ripped out of my face yesterday, guys. So I kind of have to wait about 48 hours before I dig into that. Speed Freaks! Wait, Speed Freaks. Seems pretty fun. Suck the hummus off a carrot? That's disgusting. You just want to see me suck a carrot. You got to pay for that. 5 gifted subs, I might consider it. This shit ain't free. This mouth ain't free. Oh, I can eat scrambled eggs as well. And I can cook scrambled eggs. So we do have that. Rogue Trader. Yo, best lore experience. I still talk to Jack's Films? Yeah, every now and then. If you went Hive World, POV, Dark Tide, Space Marine 2, Space Marine, and Total Warhammer, Stones to the Chaos Factions. Nerd alert! Syringe rinsing stream for 100 gifted. I'd do anything for 100 gifted. Your boy's trying to make his way back up to 2,700. We have a full month to do it, and we have a month of hard mode streaming. You know, because no matter how fucking intense we get, it's gonna be a fun month, and you're gonna get a lot of me this month. I'm gonna be going to Montreal too. Learn a little bit of skateboarding. Yo, this music's wild right now. Anybody else hearing this? I know some music that we should listen to. Check this shit out. Okay. It'll put this really in the mood, huh? Here we go. Hold on. What's it fucking called? Mechanicus. Yeah, Mechanicus. Yeah, Mechanicus Ambiance. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about, essay. Hey, where's it at? Holy Mars, 3 hours of ambient choir and organ music for reading, painting, and studying. Can we listen to sex scene music? 40K Dawn of War is one of the best RTSs ever made, and they are remaking it. How old is that one? It came out in like the 2010s, right? Oh, shit. Dawn of War? 20 years old? Wait, 40K is that old? How old is this shit? Dawn of War is a great RTS. 40K is way older. 40K is 80s. What? 80s? Okay, that's why I was seeing what looked like to be some old fantasy art. $1983 was the first edition of Warhammer. Holy shit. 40K was made in the 1930s. Shut the fuck up. You guys are lying now to make me feel crazy. Rogue Trader came first. Dude, I can't just turn this into a 40K stream forever, man. Fuck, I want real food, man. Oh, so now we're just doing misinformation straight up then, Ka. Space Marine 2 is a good one. Not too long. You just blast stuff. Milk the 40K crowd. Ooh, maybe if I can manipulate the emotions of the 40K crowd, then I'll actually be able to get up to 3K subs, because the 40K crowd has money because they must be buying figurines, and it costs a lot of money to buy figurines because 40K is an expensive hobby. Huh. That way I'm going to get the people that are more financially stable in this chat, and then I'm actually going to be able to squeeze them for their disposable income. Too bad your view capped and you'll be drowned in the category. It's true. I want to be drowned in every category. Fuck it, send it, whatever. Maybe if I push that threshold hard enough, the cap will break, and it'll fucking burst and come all over the place. That's what would have happened when Will was here. Whatever. 40K nerds unite! I cannot be stopped! What happened to your doll? What do you mean doll? Oh, I shagged it too hard. It went away. People are making mortgage down payments with the cost of their armies. That's crazy. That's wild. I've been hey, 40K is a world I can be a part of. A full army is easily $1,000 plus. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Do I have a good line I can recommend? What do you mean line? Like cocaine? Rye breaded. Thank you so much for the 15 months. I will not forget you. I will not forget you. I'm feeling good. You know what? You guys have been pretty supportive of me in these harsh times, and I want to say thank you. I offer you my heart. No, really, I offer you my heart. Hold on. Just watch. Doob doob. Have I played Warhammer Space Marine 2 on PC? No, I haven't. Dude, that scene from Temple of Doom used to freak me out. It really did. Space Marine 2 is 70% off. The real question is, why is it 70% off? What about Space Marine 1?
The rogue trader has fallen.
Yeeshi.
Now I must take up their mantle.
Wait, relax. Relax! Wait, rogue trader. Losha, bro, 72 months. Wow, you guys are being so good to me. Wait, Space Marine 2. Yeeshi, I need you to relax right now, baby. I need you to relax. Okay, let's see here.
Facility in the Kadaku swamps. Purge the Xenos and reclaim the facility. Seek out the remaining eyes. The barrier defies us still.
Autumn lefts, thank you.
Visit death upon our enemy.
Power axe. How long is this? Autumn, I truly do appreciate it. Oh, it's fucking raining. That's why Yishi's freaking out. Oh shit. It's raining hard. Oh shit, where'd this come from? Yo, I gotta get my car out of the rain. It's charging. Oh shit. Yo, that's why Yishi's freaking out. Okay. Let's remain calm. Fuck. Yo. Fuck. I gotta move this shit real quick. Fuck, I didn't know it was gonna rain at all, man. Oh shit, it's raining hard. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's raining hard. I gotta move my car immediately. Dude, the rains are never normal. They're always crazy. The rains are always fucking wild. Oh shit, my stream phone is in the car and oh shit, I gotta go get my stream phone. Oh shit, I have to go get my stream phone just in case the power goes out. Hold on. Shit. I gotta go outside. Yo, could you hear the thunder? Yo, the professor, thank you very much. Oh, you couldn't? Ha! Yo, you know, listen, I know I should be pogging out extra hard, but wait, let me see if I can turn off my noise gate.
Deesser, noise gate.
I'll turn this shit off. Okay. Okay. Whew. Best 40K game out there. What is it? Nerds? Unite. Salcal Orca, thank you for the 51 months. Thank you very, very, very much. Dawn of War? Okay, so it's an RTS game. Okay, I've never seen it. Is it actually, I want lore core. I want lore core. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Now listen, I'm not a strategy god, and the last thing I want to do is sit there and show you how bad I am at strategy. Dawn of War, but I also love lore. Dawn of War. Warhammer Dawn of War. What is this? Rogue Trader? Is Rogue Trader like a lot of hours? Dawn of War. What is this? Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait.
In the grim darkness
Oh, this is coming out soon, huh?
There is only war. And on the distant world of Cronus, it reignites once more. A world scarred by ages past.
Oh fuck! I love RTS games, by the way. I love RTS games.
4 armies.
Oh shit!
The Space Marines.
There they are.
Adeptus Mechanicus. The Orcs. The Necrons. Duty. Knowledge.
Fuck.
Brutality. Annihilation. The next chapter begins September the 17th.
Wow, so many millennials and Gen X are gonna love playing that.
War does not end with a
Bro,
single battle.
I don't know if I'm even gonna be alive by September 17th. By then, I'm gonna have 5K subs, calling it now. It's gonna be huge, and we're gonna be fucking around and killing it. Is my Cybertruck okay? I don't have a Cybertruck, huh? Stop going around spreading misinformation. I will not allow that anymore.
We have lost contact with the Mechanicus facility in the Kadaka
Warhammer.
Touch the Xenos and reclaim the facility.
Total War includes 3 games. Space Marine. Purgation. Wait. I played this for a sponsor.
Touch the Xenos.
Total War is good, but that's fantasy. Oh no, fantasy is with your mom last night. Okay, stop.
You've slain the enemies of humanity.
Yeah.
For nearly a year.
Oh, maybe I get Will to play this with me.
Ranks of the Imperium by the millions, and you brought us victory.
Is there good lore in this?
Time again. Now the Emperor calls upon you once again for a new year of Space Marine 2 content.
Oh yeah.
Starting next week with patch 10, all the way to patch 15 next year. Here's a taste of the free content we have in store.
Fantasy was the golden age of Warhammer, but it didn't succeed so much. 40K would have never happened.
With a playable hell route.
Oh shit.
PvP arenas.
Oh, PvP arenas.
And much more.
Oh, Chaos Champions.
New enemies and bosses for you
Ooh, I want to get to know all this. I kind of want to watch a little bit more lore so I could even care more.
Like several
Maybe I need to watch a second Bricky vid.
Them in the Emperor's name. Pyre Blaster, Pyre Cannon, Power Axe, Xenophase Blade, Combi
Ooh.
Melter, and others. Brought to you by our next playable class, the Tech Marine.
Oh.
And to further enhance your looks, next week will mark the release of our Season Pass 2, which will add 9 new cosmetic DLCs.
Cool. There's over 1,300 novels too if you want to read. Bro, I would die. Like, that's a lot. Play all the mobile games, please. I think Android. Fuck that. I'm not going to get an Android phone just to play games. J-Moose, should I click on that? A lot of them are not worth reading. Fuck. I hate it when there's bad content for things that I like. Okay, Rogue Trader. So I have heard that This is pretty slammer.
The rogue trader has fallen.
Like, why have I never heard of this? This seems pretty sick.
To restore the dynasty to its former glory.
Fuck, I'm getting so hungry, man.
What humanity has lost. To venture forth into darkness and bring the light of the Emperor to the uncharted.
Damn! Oh shit, it's that type of strategy game. Oh fuck.
Dangerous heretics, vile mutants.
Oh shit.
Threats beyond number. All must be cleansed.
Oh, I want a glizzy so bad, chat. I'm so hungry and I can't eat solid foods. I do have mashed potato. I can't eat mashed potato, so I think maybe I'll heat up mashed potato. Fuck.
Each haunted step, I wonder.
Yeah, I'll heat up mashed potato and I'll put some cheese on it. This is a sick one. Not strategy, but it's a sick cinematic intro about the warp. Dark Tide, cinematic opening intro. Why is there only 964 views on this?
Millennium. For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy. There is only war.
What's Dark Tide, chat?
Every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor,
Fighting waves of NPCs.
dedicated to the service of the god.
Do the nerds like that?
Of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies.
Yo, what are Warhammer 40K nerds called?
Conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes. Keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It
Who's
is
she?
the one in which I serve.
Brahms? She kind of looks like Dracula. Bro, it's raining hard right now.
Our war is not one of battlefields.
Yo, Wake,
of
it's
peace.
actually raining while you're here.
I know, dude. Have you seen the front? It looks even crazier in the front yard.
I know. I had to move my car. Oh, shit. Yo, where'd this come from? Where'd this storm come from? Shit. I was wondering why Ishi was trying to get up in my shit. And I was like, he's acting real scared. I couldn't even hear the thunder. I couldn't hear the rain. And then I heard it.
Yeah, it came on so suddenly, I think, too.
Yeah. Tam, I want to eat peanut butter filled pretzels so bad.
Oh, you can't have them.
I can't have them. Fuck.
I could blend them.
Point them into a little milkshake.
Do a pate.
Shit.
Engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition. It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium.
Yo, why don't they just talk it out? You know what I mean?
In the back streets and the forgotten sublevels.
When you see the details and the beauty and the art in 40K, it makes you really hate AI art. When you realize that everything you see, I mean, trust me, I've always kind of like hated it. But like when you see all this shit and you're like, this is a human put love into this. Everything's intentional. You know what I mean? And there's such a feeling of safety in that.
Forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertia.
And comfort. No way that's AI. Warhammer loves art too much.
For if the
Ah, Ozzy, thank you so much. Oh my God. You guys have been so nice to me today.
Position fails. If we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
Okay, noted. This is their newest trailer for the new edition of the tabletop game. You wouldn't catch me dead playing this shit. This is for a tabletop game?
First millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat in...
Imagine being a regular dude in this universe. Fuck that. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Any normal person's fucked. Honestly, like, go die. You know what I mean?
While on the golden throne of Earth.
That's your purpose. Go die. A horrible way.
He is the master of mankind.
Why couldn't everybody just get along, chat?
Gods. And master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible
Ruzal, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day, so his may continue to burn. He is a rotting carcass, writhing with power, sustained by forbidden marvels from the dark.
What would you do if you were living in this society?
Technology. To be alive in such times is to be one amongst untold
Drugs?
billions.
Actually, I think drugs might be suitable.
It is to live
Killer Ham, thank you very much for the 49 months, baby.
and most
I appreciate it.
blood-curdling imaginable. These
So, I mean, listen, let's be real. The tabletop game is not going to be like this, right?
times.
I'm sure it feels like this when you're really into it. I mean, I love the tabletop. I love the freedom. I can immerse myself in tabletop games. I really can.
Or so
As long as nobody's on their fucking phones.
has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Here we are. So, hear me out. Imperial Guard, by the way. I was thinking about getting a shirt. I want to make a shirt that says "Fuck the Imperial Guard." You're weak. Will Wake and I were talking about that. What's your purpose in life except to get run over by your own tanks? Oh my God. Like, what do you live for? Why do you go to the gym, man? You're going to die. That's it. Fodder is important, I guess.
No peace amongst the stars.
Only war, man.
Only an eternity of carnage.
Look at this. It doesn't have to be like this. You know what I mean?
And the laughter of thirsting.
That guy was not laughing.
But the universe
I do love these. I love these animations.
And whatever happens, you will.
Oh, wow. Oh. An Imperial Guard that's dead? Oh, shit.
Not be missed.
Yeah, they won't be missed. You have no lore, man. You're useless. Yo, fuck Imperial Guards. Ants. Ants. I know they're important. It's just, come on. They're important in the same way that yeast is important to make dough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know you, little bro. I don't know you. And like, I'm never going to know you. And you're going to die when I cook you. You know what I mean? But I know you're important. I was cropping my cam a little bit. Yeah, you can't make bread without it. It's true. We watch Astartes. But I find myself really caring about this lore and really digging deep into it and really liking it. It's pretty good. This shit is pretty good, man. I fuck with this. I like it. What am I talking about? I'm just talking about the Warhammer 40K, man. I'm having a good time. I really am. Am I a nerd now? Oh, no. As much as you think I care, like, I don't really care. Whoa, the theology of Warhammer 40K, 2 hours, 26, 2 days ago. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Watch this, please. Verify your age. Fuck. Just know how old I am. What the fuck? Dog. Let me switch account. God damn it.
Peggy 18.
Again, war. Talk it out, dog. I know, they tried.
Warning. Engine damage catastrophic.
Oh.
To the Thunderhawk!
Chat, does to all those who know, does Warhammer have an ending? Is there a final? Like, is there a final chapter? Like, is there a, and this happens, the end? No? No. Not even close? You'll die before it ends? Bro, I'm not dying anytime soon. It ends when you go broke. Oh shit. Bro. The orcs don't deserve to die like that. Oh shit. Yo. I built that claw. I had that claw. That right claw. Wait. Yo, I kind of got that shit on here a little bit. That claw is on the thing that I put together.
Now you're gonna die!
Oh my god. I looked over at the claw statue to see it, the figurine, to see if it was that big.
Target the orc crowd!
Yo, Satin feels good. Thank you very much for the 7 months. Do you regret it? Are you happy to be here? I'm a big fan of the Orc Boys. I really am. The Orc Boys deserve some love. Can he handle the lack of oxygen? Bobo-ho, thank you for the 3 months. They believe they can. If they believe they can, fuck off. No way. They can't just do that.
We're gonna crash into the planet. Yeah, good. They won't get away this time. Crash faster.
That's funny. Damn. Damn. I kind of want to play a really good Warhammer game. I'm kind of in that fucking mood. I want to make it happen, Captain. Damn. Wait. No, wait. What the fuck? Official cinematic trailer. 2.9 million views 2 days ago? Wait, what? What the fuck happened? What is this? How did I not see this?
It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries,
what the fuck?
Emperor has sat immobile on
Wait.
the golden throne.
We just saw it. Okay, we saw it on a different channel. Got it. All right. You know what? I'll play Space Marine. I'll bite a little bit. I just really want to know and care what I'm doing about what I'm doing. That's what I mean. I'm not going to bullshit my way into the game. Like, I respect this world too much to like cheat my way through it. You know what I mean? So if there's anything I don't know about, I want to get into it and I want to know. I don't want to bullshit my way in, Manka. Manka. I don't want to. I want to know, man. You know what? I do need to fulfill the faction content. I really do. Let's see here. Bricky. Okay, where's that part 2? But I do need to eat my mashed potatoes. All right, every single Warhammer 40K faction re-explain part 2. Fuck. An hour and 30 minutes? Hey, we either make the channel or kill the channel.
This video is part 2 in a 2-part
We're in hard mode, so
on every faction.
Okay. Let's see here. So we did see orcs. So we can skip orcs. Chaos Space Marines. Adeptus Custodes. Wait, are these factions? Agents of the Imperium. Adeptus Sororitas. Tau. Okay. All right. This intro, let's get straight into Chaos Marine. I look so fit. Thank you, Ka. Check that shit out. Woo! Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
These are the...
Yeah, Chaos Space Marines, baby. Woo! Why am I peeking? What the fuck? Must be a frequency of my voice.
What are the achievements of your fragile Imperium? It is a corpse rotting slowly from within while maggots writhe in its belly.
The Tau lore sucks? Why?
Of heroes and giants.
It can't be that bad.
Now it's inhabited by frightened weaklings to whom the glories of those times are half-forgotten legends. I have forgotten nothing, and my wisdom has expanded far beyond mere mortal frailties. The Horus Heresy saw the collapse of the Imperium as we knew it at the time, and half of the Space Marine legions fell to the ruinous powers. Though the favored son, War Master Horus, was killed and the rebellion ended,
War Master Horror
to the warp and remain a constant threat to
just in case you're deaf.
The twisted reminder of what the temptations
deaf people, you know what's
of
up.
The warp may spring, the Chaos Space Marines act as a mirror to the loyal legions, and as time progresses, their warp taint further changes them to suit the needs of their patron deity. Though marred and absolutely mangled by the ruinous powers, they are still unmistakably Space Marines in stature and shape, and according to them, they have never been more free. After the heresy, the loyal legions of Space Marines became very strict in their organization, and their separation into separate chapters with capped numbers and other formalities was done to prevent any form of heresy from happening again. The Chaos Space Marines
I was just talking about how I miss you. I was just talking about how I miss you, bro. Look, bro. Unethical. Unfucking ethical, bro. Hey, let me know if you want to play some Space Marine 2. Because it's co-op. Da-da, 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 da-da. Yo. Yo, what's up?
Dude, Fornicaticus is not pleased with you that I didn't get a call when you were going through the Chaos Marine lore. I mean, what do I see when I open up your stream? That is the equivalent of me opening up your stream to just you pounding my mother. I thought we were in this Warhammer journey together.
That was next up on the roster. and getting into Warhammer with your mother.
Oh no, dude. Okay, bro, hold up, Gumthrop Hamzip or whatever his name is again.
What?
The leader, the biker orcs.
Yep.
I swear to you, that was the greatest stream never televised.
I know.
Dude, we were up till 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning. Cyr is sleeping face up, dick up on the hardwood floor in front of the fucking refrigerator. Wake is just doom scrolling in the corner on the ground. And what's her name? Alithia and I were like, dude, we can't go to sleep until we finish this. And it was like doing surgery on a grape.
I know, it was fucked up.
I was like, I need to cut myself off at 2 a.m. so I can get some sleep before my flight.
Bro.
Nope. Finished at 5:30 a.m., threw my shit in a bag, went directly to the airport, absolutely out of my mind, carried Fornicaticus in my hand the whole time, told security I refused to put it through the scanner. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, Fornicaticus looked really good.
Fornicaticus turned out really good.
This bitch was tough though. I tell you what.
Are you gonna paint tonight?
I mean, maybe not tonight. I don't know if I have the fucking brain to do that.
Yeah, and you went to MET today, didn't you?
What?
The MET. The Emerald Tavern.
Oh, I did. It was sick.
God,
it was sick.
Did you get food?
No, I didn't. I can't eat normal food yet.
What?
Bro, I'm still fucking eating yogurt and soup, bro. But, I wouldn't mind putting some pieces together. I really wouldn't. But they got Space Marine 2, which apparently, Slammer Jammer game that we once played. I might be digging into that.
You can still have it. Where the fuck? Finn hasn't come over and built that model yet?
I'm even wearing a Warhammer shirt. Woo!
Whoa! Oh.
Yeah. So,
damn.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing during my imprisonment here on Twitch. So, what I'm doing while I'm doing time.
Yeah, well, that lockup, that slam.
Yeah. Hey, you know how it be when I'm on that.
I know how it be.
Yeah, shit. But fuck.
Anyway, I miss you, and building Warhammer was one of the greatest experiences of my entire fucking life.
I know, that was one of my best nights. That was one of my best nights with you.
And I'm gonna be honest, it might have just been the glue inhalation.
Yeah, we realize that, guys. The higher quality of the glue, the higher quality of the high, and that's why people enjoy building the models, because it gets you high while you're building it. So we're gonna get it.
Yeah. I was off that. I was off that plastic glue.
Yeah, melting that shit, welding that shit, putting that shit together, then spraying that shit.
I literally believed I could manifest the wall.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, listen, that build was fucking unethical, but I feel like we all did a pretty good job doing it.
Fucking unethical.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Chat at random intervals through the night for like 4 hours. Cyr would get to a part in the instructions and go, "This is fucking unethical."
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Normal set. This isn't a normal set.
This is not a normal. That was not a normal figurine in any way whatsoever. It was fucked up, man.
So, right?
Really required some of the best surgeons that we had in the room.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you go. I'll let you stream, but I just wanted to say I miss you, and it's good to see you watching some Warhammer.
Yeah, I miss you too. I ain't stopping. So.
Hell yeah.
Let me know when it's time to slam it.
Yep. All right, baby. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Burp.
Damn, I miss that guy, guys. Shit. It just ain't the same without him. But, you know, it is what it is. But we'll do what we need to do. Am I really going to watch this or am I going to play some game? I'll watch it. Let's dig into some more. Fuck it. 40K nerds, get ready.
Ultimately, these Marines are subject to the primary legions that fell to chaos in the first place. The majority of these legions, the Black Legion, the Word Bearers, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, and the Night Lords, are supporters of chaos undivided, either enjoying the powers of all chaos gods or sometimes shunning them altogether. But a few of them follow a very specific chaos god. Thousand Sons are followers of Zeech, the Death Guard followers.
Okay, we know him.
Slaanesh has their claws in the Emperor's children, and the World Eaters are avid followers of Khorne. From there, the legions themselves are separated into roaming war bands that may go under their own unique names or may stake a claim to one of the primary legions. Most of the gear and armor of a Chaos Space Marine remains the same, but stylistically it changes quite a bit to reflect the intention of the legion or their patron god. The Death Guard's armor has become rotted and full of gaping mouths and plague-filled
I don't know how I feel about the stomach mouth, man. That's crazy.
The World Eater's sharp and violent armor reflects their bloodthirst, and the chaotic noise of the Emperor's Children armor, nipple rings included, pleases Slaanesh greatly. Due to the taint of chaos, the armor itself becomes less about plating and more about a new skin for any given Chaos Space Marine. Though the Chaos Space Marines have no true fear of death or numbers diminishing, there are still major recruitment efforts for their legions. However, the conscription of these recruits is a lot more chaos-fueled and is more of a forced assimilation, and in some instances, breeding. The organ implementations and other modifications are the same, and the necessity of a gene seed remains the same, but the result is a hell of a lot different. Understanding Chaos Space Marines is a difficult exercise. If we took my original video 5 years back and looked at the Imperial Knights section, it mainly focuses on big stompy robots. Now that I understand more, I can discuss the Code Chivalric, the Throne Mechanicum, Squires, and Monarchs, and bring some more context to it all. To assume Chaos
I changed my name to all caps for attention.
Would be foolish, for once you understand the plight of their Primarchs, it can provide a context always needed. Horus himself turned through an overwhelming weight on
do these eyes do anything?
his shoulders and lies told by his father. But what of Angron? Angron lived as a slave gladiator for his planet's masters, who took Dark Age technology and shoved it into his brain, so experiencing any emotion other than rage was agony for him. He finally leads a revolt for his fellow
look at all this.
and frees himself from the confines of servitude.
Hot shit.
The Emperor finds him and says he will take him home, but Angron refuses. He will fight with his friends against the tyranny of his slave owners to the last. At the final last stand with him and his
standing behind him.
friends, slave gladiators, all of them outnumbered and on the verge of death, the Emperor forcefully teleports Angron to his flagship and none of his compatriots, leaving Angron to live and watch all of his friends die.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. This is the fucking universe. Get the fuck over it, pussy. Yo, the Tremba, 34 months. Woo! Oh, yeah. Look at that. We're almost about to hit 2,300.
That mule core Pharaoh. Russ kept his kin friends. The lion kept Luther. Humans, brothers,
The Tremba.
and lost saved and raised into legion ranks. But not me. Not Angron, no. Did the Emperor teleport his gold-wrapped custodians down to help me in my army? No. Did he free the warhounds and order them to battle, fight alongside me?
No.
Did he
He
save
saved my brothers and sisters the way he spared and honored the lion's closest
the way he
skin?
honored Corferon? No,
Nope.
no, and no. No mercy for Angron, Angron the Oathbreaker, Angron the Betrayer. Conrad Curse
Damn.
lived as a lonely boy, scrounging the dregs of a hive city plagued by constant visions of an assassin sent to murder him by his own father.
That's
Lorgar
fucked
was
up.
born on a world of chaos worshippers with abusive parents. And
I
the Emperor
would be
decided
angry. I don't know about you, but I would be a little upset.
the best way to reprimand him was destroy his holy city. The Emperor robbed Mortarion of vengeance and suppressed Magnus.
I don't think
and
anybody has a normal
Terror.
name in this universe.
The question isn't why the Primarchs rebelled. The question is why didn't they sooner? To them, they are not the betrayers. They are the betrayed. They were under the boot of a golden tyrant, and they finally could be free from his heel. Of course, things have changed a lot since the heresy, and
Name one thing that's changed since the heresy.
the Primarchs of the Chaos Space Marines that have survived the fall are a twisted variant of what they used to be. They have all, for the most part, ascended to the position of Demon Prince and act as a direct connection between their god and their legion. However, due to the nature of the transformation and dedication to a particular Chaos god, their actions tend to be separate from their legion's actions. Fulgrim, for example, is so infatuated with being a Demon Prince of Slaanesh that he is at times far too focused on his own personal perfection as opposed to conquest and sitting around like Frankfurter on his throne. Meanwhile, Lorgar is being stalked by a bird, so he's always on edge. The most adamant against the temptations of the Chaos Gods, Perturabo, was even made a Demon Prince as a reward for being
That
the
ain't
one
a
who did
name.
the most work on the group project. Chaos Space Marines are a fascinating faction because there is a great deal of cognitive dissonance that is represented in them. Depending on which faction you follow, your devotion to chaos is a sliding scale, and the representation in the universe is so varied. Some are there to reap a high tally of kills for their patron deity, while others are there purely to destroy the Imperium who wronged them. Some are there to torture and maim, and
I got you
some
into
are there
40K
to
at the stream the
conquest
other
and
night.
conquer.
I'm sorry,
There is
bro.
no unifying glue.
I'm sorry.
They fight each other as much as they fight everyone else, and their machinations are entirely up to their warband. You have all walked different paths.
I like
but
the quotes.
together, we have come to the same destination.
Yup.
The Emperor has failed us.
Yep.
The Imperium has failed us.
Yep.
It has failed us by the laxity of its laws,
Yeah.
the decadence of its culture, and in the injustices heaped upon those of us
And they
who
can
serve the
scream
most.
heresy. They can scream heretic all they fucking want. And at the end of the day, we have been left behind. Screw Big E. He can go suck his Big D. Fuck him. Coming back with a fucking vengeance. You wanted war, motherfucker? Now you got it.
It has failed us by never recognizing our virtues, never rewarding us for the blood we shed
Yep.
and bringing about its ascendancy.
Yep.
And never providing unity
Yep.
when we needed it most.
Yep.
It has failed us by being flawed to its core,
Yep.
imperfect in its
Yep.
pursuit of a perfect culture,
Yep.
and in its weakness against the encroachment of Xenos, breeds that seek to twist humanity to alien ends.
Yep.
And it has failed us, most of all, by being founded upon lies.
Oh, Droopy says, I've tried so hard to understand Warhammer lore, but it's so damn vast. I think Warhammer can offer as much intricacy as you want. You can probably keep it very basic and very, very broad. You know, Orc, you know, I'm Orc. Or, you know, Imperial, right? Space Marine, right? Or you could dig in deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, kind of like D&D. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm a human. Like you can simplify it, or you can dig in deep, and it's probably up to you how much you want from it.
The Imperium is forged by a dangerous deceit and erodes us all by demanding we sacrifice truth on the altar of necessity.
And everybody will be okay with what you choose.
This is an empire propagated by sin that deserves to die. And
Ooh,
here on
yep.
Istvan 5, we begin the purge. From these ashes shall rise the new kingdom of mankind. an Imperium of justice, faith, and enlightenment.
Amen.
An Imperium heralded, commanded, and protected by the avatars of the gods themselves. An empire strong enough to stand through a future of blood.
I agree. Chat, I agree. I am a Chaos Space Marine.
Naturally, however, as I have said before, Space Marines do not make up the bulk of the fighting force in the Imperium. So it would be ludicrous for me to not mention their dark cousins. The Code Chivalry is the sign of the power of the Imperial Knights. But what about the
Dark Mechanicum? Yeah, let's hear about this.
Claim during the Horus Heresy extended beyond just the
What's up with the Dark Mechanicum, chat?
Mars itself was subject to a revolution that saw half of them fall to chaos as well.
Okay.
And some of the once loyal knight houses saw themselves swearing fealty to the dark gods. The falling of these factions allows for the war machine of chaos to continue uninterrupted and to have firepower equal to that of the Imperium itself. The Dark Mechanicum, as the name suggests, is the chaos-affiliated branch of the Mechanicus, and have a lot more free reign, much like the freedoms of the Chaos Space Marines. The seeds of the Dark Mechanicum were planted fairly early due to some of the Mechanicum not really seeing the Emperor as the Omnissiah immediately, and Horus exploited this to allow the schism to happen a bit more naturally. Unlike their Imperial brothers, the Dark Mechanicum have the ability to invent and innovate. What a concept. While also utilizing forbidden technologies such as the Silica Animus or AI. The Dark Mechanicum
they're making shit up.
Desires to find lost technologies and put them to use, but they're more interested in taking ancient and forbidden technology from Imperial worlds and activating them for their own purposes.
Okay.
Because what good is a bunch of knob and tube wiring if you don't overload it with as many extension cords as possible? However, instead of being clear-cut and more generalized creations, the inventions of the Dark Mechanicum are inherently tied with the warp and its
Once I know about all these factions, I'm finally gonna dig into a game and I'm gonna know everything.
Genetic experimentation and modification, the fusion of man and machine are
But I do need to eat my mashed potatoes.
And no creation is more reflective of this than the demon engines. Instead of regular tanks and vehicles, the demon engines are machines bound with the presence of demons to make them living war machines. Unlike the vehicles of the Imperium, where a Mechanicus priest may be there to aid in its repair, a Warpsmith sorcerer is there to essentially repair and irritate.
There's a lot to retain, though.
So that it can be a
I'll tell you
more
that
effective
much.
killing machine. In certain factions, like the bitter and siege-loving Iron Warriors, they will lure demons with the
If you can tell I'm looking confused, make sure to let me know.
Only to then forcibly trap them into these demonic
Say, Cyr, you look confused. Are you okay?
weapons of war against the Imperium. Some lesser gods, like Vashtor the Archifane, is also a contract and arms dealer for the demonic stuff that comes out of chaos. Many demons may sign a pact with Vashtor in the soul forges of the warp.
It looks
and in
green
doing
outside.
so are given the weapons of war to kill as much as they can. Should they do so, excellent, you may keep it. Should you not, I hope you enjoy your soul working in the forges for all eternity. That's what you signed with blood and oil. In addition, much like their ties in the Loyalist realm, the Dark Mechanicum and the Chaos Knight houses are deeply intertwined. There were, of course, many knight houses that swore fealty and bent the knee to War Master Horus during the heresy, but a good portion of them had no choice.
There's a Helldivers 2 collab with Warhammer?
And corrupted into compliance. Many of these Chaos Knights reflect the very early Dark Age technology knights with more corrupted weapons. The Throw Mechanicum, which was
more corrupted you are,
taking control of generations of previous drivers and taming a beast, is now a saddle to a monstrosity.
Do you think he decides that he's like, I'm gonna have chains on this mask? You know? Or do you think does somebody choose that for him and he's like, ooh, yeah, I kind of like that. I like that.
Of wrath and hatred. The nobles of the Chaos Knights fight to aggravate and bring the machine to their will while combating the
I gotta get my mashed potatoes. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna get my mashed potatoes. I'm listening, okay?
They themselves
I'm actually listening.
to the throne itself and become one with the knight. If a noble dies, no worries at all. Unlike the Imperial ones that require a pilot, a demon can hop into the cockpit and control it instead. The Night Worlds also see full corruption as well. Where there were once peasants, there are now cultists, and the goal of the Chaos Knights are just as chaotic as the gods they follow. Some are sent to war by the ruinous powers, others may protect Dark Mechanicum Forge worlds, and others still may be so hyped up on the ruinous powers that they are just aimless and reckless, hoping to unravel the fabric of the universe itself. Though the aspect of nobility is still there with the Chaos Knight, but it's hardly the same as it is on the Imperial side. As opposed to a beautiful knightly stallion, the knights here are horrifying and unpredictable monstrosities, fueled in part by the agony of the memories of the ancestors trapped within. An invasion by a house of Chaos Knights is a horrifying thing. One might ask, how do knights enter the battlefield? Normally they can be deployed via dropships the standard way, but Imperial Knights can be deployed with a drop keep. A gigantic knight keep with like towers and stuff will hurtle towards the surface like a drop pod and be slammed into the ground with an excessively thunderous crash. Then, massive drawbridges slam down, banners unfurl, and huge horns play the song of their people as these lumbering robots charge out of their, again, drop keep to fight for the Imperium. So imagine what a warp-fueled version of this could look like.
If you get the opportunity, you should kill yourself.
Chaos Knights have such a presence, the warp fluctuates in their tread. They bring doom, dread, and despair across the battlefield. Warp storms occur overhead, and psychic phenomenon cling to them. A Chaos Knight will arrive either in some warp-debased platform, or perhaps a portal itself, or climb out of a pool of blood. As the air gets heavy, the enemy feels a crippling sense of paranoia, and the sky begins to rain blood, acid, and God knows what else. The horrors of the warp have resulted in a dramatic change in technology in the favor of their forces. Though in practice, it is a horror beyond comprehension, their baseline desires don't seem that radical on paper. They are creative builders, working to innovate and improve technology while utilizing anything they can to accomplish their STEM goals. Looking at the dark forces of chaos and the Emperor now on his golden throne, humanity is fractured. The Emperor himself is the guiding light for warp travel for humanity, and in being that exists as a beacon for the entire species. Without him, things would get somehow worse. Therefore, he needs his protectors. Where a Thunder Warrior wasn't enough for his armies, and half of his Space Marines turned traitor, the Emperor's personal bodyguards are something else entirely. They are not the fallible Astartes, nor are they a nightmarish concoction of organs and indoctrination. They are built and gene-crafted with science bordering on magic. They number 10,000 strong, and each of them is a hero. They are the Rare is the battle where an Emperor's custodians outnumber our foes. We are ever beset, surrounded upon all sides by heresy and foulness, just as is Terra itself. Yet, like the throne world, we stand resolute, indefatigable, indomitable. Let the enemy come. Let them darken the horizon with their numbers. Still, we will prevail. Though the Emperor sits rotting on the golden throne, his talons remain sharp. The Talons of the Emperor was the name given to the most elite forces at his disposal. The left hand of his talons comes in the form of the Sisters of Silence, psychic blanks that scour the galaxy to claim souls, to fuel the Astronomicon in the form of the Great Tide. 1,000 psychers sacrificed daily to keep the Emperor of Mankind alive, dragged into the black ships of the Silent Sisterhood. The right hand of the Emperor's protectorate, his golden bodyguards that serve him and only him. These are the Custodians. While the members of the Space Marines went out to take back the galaxy, the Legio Custodes stood back and kept a close watch over the Emperor himself. The Custodes are, in a sense, similar to Space Marines in that they are genetically modified super soldiers clad in power armor, But that is where the similarities stop. Their genetic makeup seems to be made from the Emperor himself, or at least something quite close. And the precision of their creation predates the development of the Space Marines and even the Primarchs. Unlike Space Marine recruitment, where there's a process undertaken when a subject is at least somewhat grown, a custodian's process begins at infancy. The methods in which they are made are a secret, but what is known is that at the very beginning, each custodian was made by the Emperor himself. Regardless of the bioalchemical process, the process is exceptionally long and grueling, and only a handful of selected aspirants make it to the end. Those that do are clad in the most regal and effective armor in the Imperium. Commonly, a custodian is seen carrying a Guardian Spear, an utterly yoked up version of the staves the Praetorian Guards of the Emperor in Star Wars had. They are also clad with specific shields and blades, but the most interesting thing with all of their gear is that due to the meticulous and dedicated maintenance and preservation of their armor and gear, these items are the same ones they used 10,000 years ago. The custodians do not age biologically, so some of the veterans in the Guard may be several thousand years old. And unlike the Space Marines, they fight entirely as a solo force. When a line of custodians is holding back waves of enemies, they operate independently. There are no battle formations, there are no squad tactics. Each custodian is the main character, trailed by serfs and servitors, tasked entirely to reload their weapons. They fight with a singular purpose, if not action. Groups of custodians will dispatch enemy after enemy, their spears coming within inches of each other, but never close enough for a killing blow. Their strikes are intentionally defensive, allowing their opponents to attack 1 to 2 times before parrying and ending their lives. Each strike deflected is an opportunity to know their enemy more and learn from their patterns. They are truly the Emperor's bodyguards, masters of close combat, enemy knowledge, and reactions measured in milliseconds. Though the custodians are a part of the Adeptus Terra, the members of the Guard only answer to their own leadership and the Emperor himself. The leader of the custodians is known as the Captain General, and individual squads of custodians are overseen by a shield captain. As their focus is on the Emperor, their command center is located within the Imperial Palace. The Tower of Hegemon serves as their primary base of operations, but there is a dedicated elite guard of custodians known as the Companions that stands 300 strong by the Emperor's side. In total, the custodians are 10,000 strong, and when a member retires, their name is added to the Hall of Name and vanish across the galaxy in a cloaked disguise to serve as eyes and ears for the Imperium. Despite their numbers and their strength, the members of the custodians do not consider themselves to be soldiers or warriors in any way. They see themselves strictly as the guardians of the Emperor in all facets of his presence. This extends beyond the physical. Custodians believe they represent the guarding of the Emperor's ideals and philosophies too. Their gains are both physical and literary. They are the protectorates of everything the Emperor stood for, and in doing so, the custodians are also artisans and scholars, in addition to being the Golden Guard of the Golden Throne. However, due to this nature,
whoa, what's going on?
They have a very
Yo,
strong
Jars!
view when it comes.
Jars, hey. Hey, hold on. We read Peach's number. Okay, deal. I'm coming over. Yeah. Come over. Absolutely. Yeah. You can absolutely come over. Absolutely. I'm just watching some fucking lore. That's all. Watching some lore.
Space Marines and the Primarchs. The Emperor himself had insinuated many times that once the galaxy.
And I made tomato bisque. I have tomato bisque that I heated up, and then mashed potatoes that I heated up, and I mixed it with tomato bisque to make this sort of fucking, I don't know, whatever. But it's when you can't eat solid food, it's good. It tastes really good. It's actually a really good slop.
That there would be no
mixing mashed potatoes with tomato bisque
for the Space Marines anymore, and they were to go the same way that the Thunder Warriors went before them. The custodians were meant to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this will. And our
so what's the deal with these guys again?
Not only to be able to take down a Space Marine with ease, but to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Primarch as well. During the heresy, the custodians mused on how suspiciously easy it was to kill Chaos Space Marines, as if they were trained and made for that explicit purpose. Constantine Valdor, one of the closest advisors of the Emperor, was asked if he ever disagreed with Big E on something. And he said, once, with the formation of the Primarchs.
I feel I do my best, but they don't.
Let me ask you a very fair question. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
I hate that every time we're in Untucked, the conversations are about me.
And besides the trained distrust for Space Marines, the Custodians also have evidence for their distrust. The Horus Heresy saw half of the chapters fall to chaos and turn traitor against the Emperor. In the mind of a Custodian, the fact that half of the Space Marines fell before means that the other half can fall with ease. They are fully capable of wiping out literally any force put against them, and in a sense are the final representation of the golden age of terror. However, they are forced to stand in silent and blind service to the Emperor and to the ill of the Imperium. And they, for 10,000 years, have stood vigil over the Imperium and have watched its rise and fall with the inability to do anything about it. While they
D-Pipes, 5 gifted. Morale high. Today's today's total subs, 60. Yes. I'm on parole, but still feeling good. Stronger than ever. D-Pipes, thank you. 10 bangers. Oh my God. Yes, yes. I'm trying not to exert myself too much because I don't want to fuck my things up. Thank you so much. Guys, hearts in the chat for D-Pipes. Big W. Thank you. Helping me show them all that we're going to be stronger, harder, and harder than ever. And I appreciate that. I give you the wrestler style elbow smash for that. And a flex. And to all 40K nerds, thank you for also being another family that I can be a part of. Oh my God. Brother. D-Pipes, I thank you. I say thank you. I say fucking thank you to you. Woo! Oh, as it rains too. Yes. Oh, I'm going to heal so hard and I'm going to come back extra strong. Oh, is it raining big time out there?
No.
You tell them. You tell them.
No.
D-Pipes just gifted 25. So I was really freaking out, but trying not to freak out too much because I didn't want my clots to freak out. I'm eating, look at this. Look at this. Basil, tomato bisque soup. Tomato bisque soup with a little bit of mashed potato in it. And because I can't eat anything too hot, it's just like lukewarm. Okay, bye. I'll resume in. I'll resume in. I'll resume in. Is it how much is it raining out there?
I literally ran into the house at the perfect time. Check it out, it's fine.
Dang. Where'd that rain come from?
Hi, chat.
I might have to rinse my mouth after this.
Ooh, lightning.
But I need some nutrients. You know how it is.
Oh. She's so sad. Hey, straight.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do. I have to do a couple salt. I have to do some salt water rinses right after eating. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Look what I got.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about. Chat. I'm gonna go rinse my mouth real quick.
Oh look.
We do go out and fight some battles.
Thank you so much, D-Pipe, for the 25 gifted subs. And King Natty, thank you for the 8 months, chat. Thank you for being here. Going long and going extra hard.
Here and there.
I'm going to go rinse my mouth.
The vastness of the
I'm still
Imperium
listening.
means that the closest advisors to the Emperor himself are powerless to make any change. But goddamn, can they kill a Space Marine? For 100 years, I stood my watch amidst the somber shadows of the Sanctum Imperialis. I was still as a statue, but always ready, always attuned to dangers unseen. Days, months, years passed by in a frenzied blur beyond those walls, yet within, little moved and nothing changed. For 100 years, I did not but wait, yet had any threat appeared, I would have struck it down in a heartbeat. For 100 years, I stood my watch, and as it ends, I can tell you this: patience is a weapon. Of course, a threat directly to Terra itself would appear to be something foolish. It's in the deepest parts of Imperial space and is one of the most defended bastions in the galaxy. You'd truly have to be foolhardy or insane to think that you can take on Terra itself. However, one faction certainly got close. In the dark ages of the stars and in a river of misery, there is one faction having a cracking old time. The galaxy sees them as savages, yet they have already figured out the questions of the universe. Their numbers are uncountable, their technology incomprehensible, and yet their violence is so very green. I am, of course, talking about the The orcs are the pinnacle of creation. For them, the great struggle is won. They have evolved a society which knows no stress or angst. Who are we to judge them? We Eldar who have failed, or the humans on the road to ruin in their turn? And why? Because we saw answers to questions that an orc wouldn't even bother to ask. We see a culture that is strong and despise it as crude. During the war in heaven, the old ones were doing their best to spawn as many combatants to their cause as possible by seeding the galaxy in a specialized sense. The Eldar were made to be a precise and tactical species to fight off the Catan and the Necrons, but another prominent species was made by them as well. The Krork were warriors clad in ornate armor with more dangerous weaponry. However, things changed, and these warriors changed, and the Krork are no more. They are now known as the boys, the lads, the mates, the orcs. An orc in 40k looks like an orc in most other fantasy media. Hulking, warlike monstrosities with big teeth and worse attitudes. However, unlike the more Tolkien-esque forms of these creatures, the devastating nature of the orcs is in their biology. Unlike most species in the galaxy, the orcs are actually a type of fungus. This fungus itself comes in various forms. The small goblin-like Gretchen and Snotlings are a part of this fungal ecosystem as well, and also the squigs, which can be used for basically anything. But regardless of what is a part of the fungal system, all of them are born from spores that land on the ground and grow. As they travel around the galaxy, they drop spores literally everywhere, and then an orc dies, and they drop tons of fungal spores that allows for their numbers to be replenished over a period of time. Because of this, orcs are not only extremely prominent across the galaxy, but they are exceptionally resilient due to their growing cycle. Even if one orc lands on a planet, it will be nearly impossible to get rid of all of the orc presence unless the planet itself is completely destroyed. And even then, they might find a way to survive. Due to their fungal nature, orcs don't really stop growing, and the more long-lived an orc is, the bigger they get, and the more an orc fights, the bigger they get. Of course, since they're constantly getting into scraps, an orc's lifespan isn't necessarily that long, so the bigger orcs are harder to find. Though alongside this, however, they are a tribe-based species that is comprised of war bands, and the biggest and the strongest orc leads the war band known as the War Boss. At the bottom end of the orc tribal system are the Gretchens and the Snotlings. These members act as the servants and slaves of the orcs, and sometimes their actual ammunition, despite being a bit smarter and more cunning than their bigger brethren. Because in orc culture, the biggest is the boss. The smallest gets picked on and thrown around. Beyond the warbands and the tribes, orcs also belong to a specific clan. Tribes constantly shatter and rebuild, but the clans do not. They are, in a sense, a psychological state of being for any given orc, and gives an orc their specific character and traits. And to make things easier, these clans are also color-coded, so that's very easy to tell what orc does what. Though there are many clans out there, 6 of them are the most prominent and well-known. The Bad Moons are essentially the merchants and have a lot of money because their currency is teeth, and they grow teeth faster than any others. The Blood Axes are the stealth units, and by stealth it means like slightly more quiet than the others, and they have a love for LARPing as humies. Death Skulls are the scavengers, and the Goths are the close combat specialists. And on the 2 ends of the spectrum, we also have the tech-savvy Evil Sons and the more traditionalist and tribal Snakebites. Another major facet of orcs is their religious beliefs. They believe in 2 gods, Gork and Mork. Gork is cunningly brutal.
All right, so I did already watch this.
Cunning. The difference between them,
so it's really
Mork
thundering and raining outside right now.
And Gork hits you when you are. There's a lot of confusion as to which one is which, and this results in a lot of infighting. In other species, this would be considered a sort of religious conflict, but for the orcs, it's just another excuse to fight. I have a quote here, but I don't really do a good orc voice. So I'm going to get my co-host of That's Ridiculous to read this one, and I'll try to lip sync it.
Oh, I've seen Orc.
In a grot and more killing in a
So we're gonna watch Agents of the Imperium because I need to see what's going on here.
Known yet most feared.
I thought that was the thunder.
I carry with me an inquisitorial seal. It is a small, unassuming object contained in a neat box of Pluvian obsidian. It is a modest thing, relatively plain, adorned with a single motif and a simple motto. Yet with this little object, I can sign the death warrant of an entire world and consign 1 billion souls to oblivion. Where the Imperium may see its justice dealt out by the hands of its armies and the gauntlets of its Astartes, when one needs eyes, ears, or both cut out, it looks to the agents of the Imperium. In a meta sense, these agents are a homogenized version of multiple factions from the original video 5 years ago. They comprise multiple aspects of the wide and all-encompassing.
Are there a lot of people that desire us?
And serve different
Hell yeah, I'll
roles.
take that.
Whether it be the law enforcers of the Adeptus
I used to be a nerd.
the void-faring
I'll take that.
explorers of rogue traders, the invisible hand of the Assassinorum, or the hospitality of the Emperor's Inquisition. Each has a part to play in the God Emperor's domain. Rogue traders are a great example of a somewhat undiscussed part of the Imperium, its nobility. While you may see the General Imperium as a
Damn, it's raining right now.
totalitarian hellscape, because it is, this is to those under the boot of the nobles that run it. Rogue traders are a special kind of explorer, and their existence is extremely important to the function of the Imperium. A rogue trader is often an extremely special individual and is given the monumentally sized warrant of trade, allowing them to be given almost complete and utter freedom. Their task is simple: to chart the uncharted, learn the unlearned, and do whatever they can as an explorer and conquistador for those back on Terra. This information is, strictly speaking, invaluable. Whether a sector can be settled and colonies built, or precious rare resources exist on a floating asteroid can be mined, or a long-lost Imperial world from the Age of Strife is recovered.
What's Dark Tide again?
Absolutely imperative. These
nerds, what's Dark Tide again?
Armada, and therefore chart the direction of the entire society. Because of this,
it's another shooter?
A substantial amount of freedom. They have a ship and a crew of specialists. And
it's the wave one.
Any normal person shot. They can borrow.
Ha ha. You know how big like I'm just out here on some new shit, like, but shit. Thanks for the 500 bits. Wait, Dark Tide is the one I did for a sponsor. That's what I did for a sponsor. Will and I played this for a sponsor. The Waves. Oh. Wait, I actually like this one.
Intel retrieved from the ruined wilderness.
I remember really liking this one. Oh, hell yeah. This is hard, though. There's a new one called Dark Heresy coming out. Oh, shit. Dude, I want to kind of...
Your servant, ma'am, ever and always.
Okay, I need to get a little bit of ibuprofen. My lower socket here is hurting a little bit. But I'll be okay. All right, back to this.
Barter deals and even recruit Xenos races. They can explore areas strictly prohibited, and they can earn a vast amount of wealth.
Oh, D-Vibes, I already own it, cuh.
This tends to make rogue traders a very long lineage, and their heirs take up the
training big time. Alamo Cat,
By being
thank you.
explorers, they become
Welcome back.
fabulously wealthy, and some can become quite the assholes while doing so. But truly, much like a night pilot, a rogue trader is an exceptionally rich individual who can back it up. They are master swordsmen, explorers, merchants, settlers, diplomats, and everything in between. They chart a course and they set the grounds, which means they will need someone to defend them, and the prime choice for that can be the THIS.IS.VARIETY. Now, the Arbites are cops, Judge Dredd-style cops, as their inspiration clearly shows. Each planet will have their own members of local law enforcement, and most of them will settle many of the issues there and
What do you mean, what's wrong with your Discord?
Something requires a far more in-depth peacekeeping force, the THIS.IS.VARIETY are brought in. Think
that is so
local
obviously
versus the FBI.
inspired from
Arbitrators in the Arbites tend
Judge
to focus
Dredd.
heavily on stopping crime before it can become too much of a threat. A criminal gang or heretical uprising can be subdued quickly and efficiently by utilizing them and dealing with soon-to-be criminals, as they put it. They will tap into communications, create spy networks, do interrogations and sabotage, anything that helps the good of the Imperium and the law they seek to preserve. The code of the Arbites is laid out entirely via the Book of Judgment, a gigantic library of pages showing every single law from every single High Lord of Terra in the history of the Imperium. Because the Imperium is so vast, hundreds of laws are added.
My boy Bricky is making every fact. Do you, my boy Bricky making it every faction sound fucking like the most powerful one. He really does. But this is how it goes, man. It's like OP versus OP versus OP versus OP.
Day, and the library continues to grow with more and more laws.
I mean, that's 40K. It's like unstoppable force versus immovable object versus unstoppable force versus immovable object, and that's just the nature of it. And I think that's what makes it so good. No, I took the noise gate off so you could hear the thunder, so I wouldn't sound crazy.
And judgments. While Arbites themselves carry a small version called the Book of Law on their person, this does end up creating a system where the unjustly prosecuted will never escape their prisons. If an innocent is wrongly convicted, any form of legal counsel will need to go through the Book of Judgment.
Hype train incoming, everybody. This is important. Nerds all together. This is important. 40K nerds specifically, the wealthiest ones that have purchased more than 10.
Help get you out.
Okay, I'm not going to squeeze you guys.
Hundreds of years of litigation.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit. I learned this one from Arthur. So just in case. Felt so good, fucking felt so wrong. Wait, wait, this is the... Wait, what went wrong here? Hold on. What went wrong here? Woo! D-Pipe, I appreciate it. I shall. Listen, I'm all down for gaming with people from the community because I know a lot of you are good, and I know Will does that too. If you're cracked and you're cool, then I'm down. Strakyak, thank you so much. Joe Barud, thank you very much. D-Pipes, 500 bits. Mike Mac, thank you. Trooper 220, thank you. Strayak, I appreciate it. I learned this. Hey, by the way, I learned this trick from Arthur. So shout out to Arthur for that one. Also, shout out Bricky for making it look good, man. 40K lore bug hit you hard. Yeah, it did. $20,000 to $30,000. Deep Hypes with 20 bangers. Woo! W overlay. Oh my God. And thank you. Hey, listen, your man is not going to let you down. Listen, yeah, it's a crazy month and it's going to be a crazy month, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to give you that gaming. Well, it is fun. I tell you what, if you like nerdy stuff and you're older, then this is good. And listen, it's a crazy month and it's going to be a crazy month. Well, not actually. I think, listen, it's going to be a positive month. What counts as old? Well, no, I'm not calling 40K people old. I'm saying I'm old. Yes, that is Wake yelling in the background, by the way. Deep Pipes, thank you very much for the 20 bangers. I do appreciate it. Listen, 30 plus is not old. 40 plus is not old. 50 is a new 40. So if you're older, hey, I don't care. I know you guys are old. That's okay. I know you have the beards and you got the gray and, you figured out what you want to do in life. Keymore, thank you very much for the 5. Getting older happens to all of us. I mean, listen, I'll be honest. I don't feel 36. Okay. I do not feel 36. Okay. What would mean I don't feel 36. And this is what happens as you get older and then you're fucking given 36-year-old obligations, pretty much 40-year-old obligations. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I can't go, like, if I go to a bar, I have to be prepared to know that I'm a 36-year-old man at a bar. You know what I mean? It's different than being a 22-year-old going at a bar. Like, if I'm out there streaming with a camera, I have to be prepared to know that I'm a 36-year-old man with a fucking camera talking to it out in public. And while I don't give a fuck because I think that it's important to be able to maintain your imagination and shit like that, and be able to have fun and shit like that, it's society that is fucking shitty about age. Society is shitty about age. It really is. And like, listen, I'm still a fucking quirk lord. I still act the way that I did. I guess I'm going to feel like this forever. And it's crazy that it's funny to think 40K has been around my whole life. And I'm 36 and have only just discovered this. But I'm also 36 and only just discovered playing piano and also only just discovered rock climbing. There's no rules. Yes, you can learn whenever and it's never too late because guess what? 50-year-old me, I could have been 50 and not had discovered these things. You know what I mean? In the same way that I could have been 25 and like, it isn't really too late because there's always going to be an older date where you could have possibly have waited to do something or there could have been a later date where you regret not doing something sooner. You know what I mean? So basically, thank you for subscribing. Yo, anyways, basically, thanks for the cash. No. Listen, as you know, yeah, your boy is having a fun month. This month is going to be fun. I got to push it to the limit. And I will push it to the limit, and the support does help. And ain't nothing gonna fucking stop me. Ain't nothing gonna fucking stop me. Dig straight into 40K lore for guys. We're going crazy this month. My response to the view cap. My response to the view cap. 40K, baby. There we go. Deep Pipes again. I'm a vulnerable unk. 2,300 subs. Now I feel fucking invincible. Now listen, I'm not going to sit here and talk about my hype train. All right. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to farm. But I literally did for the last 5 minutes. Listen, guys, it's the beginning of the month. We're having fun. Yeah, you got a vulnerable month this month. I'm fucking vulnerable. Anyways. We'll prove them wrong. All right. My dad. We're going to prove my dad wrong. My dad calls and says, see? Hey. Son? I know your fucking viewers were fake. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, son. Time to go back to school. Time to fucking go back to school.
They will eventually expire before they can be deemed wrongly convicted. In this,
thank you very much for the 9 hype train. All of you. Deep Pipes, Keymore. Autumn Lefts? Yes. Trooper? Mike Mac? Yes. Dropa Rude? Stray Yak? Yes, thank you.
Is irrelevant. You have been judged guilty of transgressing the Lex Imperialis. Do not compound your guilt by evading punishment, as there are greater crimes, so are there greater sentences. Of course, should something go out of the hands of the Adeptus-Arbites, there is always the silent hand of the Officio Assassinorum to take their place. Naturally, the Imperium has assassins, and these assassins are sent to dispatch important figures that would not normally be handled by simply sending waves and waves of guardsmen at it. The Assassinorum is headed by the Grand Master of the Assassinorum, who is a High Lord of Terra and perhaps the shadiest individual in the entire galaxy.
Okay.
At his disposal,
I'm above this silly name joke. I heard you were negotiating with Terrace again. If you keep buying... Is he adding fake Discord messages? That's really funny.
Master of the Assassinorum, who is a High Lord of Terra and perhaps the shadiest individual in the entire galaxy. At his disposal are multiple types of assassins that all
That's so funny.
Various things. Their training is extreme and absurd. Aspirant children are often subjected to Hunger Games style combat with each other on the ride over to
What a great movie.
Then you get low gravity.
God, that was such a fun movie.
Traps, horrendous physical and mental strain, and everything in between. Then their minds are wiped completely.
Yo,
and the
Kitano!
begins.
Kitano says shut the fuck up.
Is nothing to mess around with. They are some of the fastest moving and hardest hitting things the Imperium has at hand and can go toe to toe with Space Marines depending on which temple they are from. Some, like the Vindicares, are master snipers who lie in wait for weeks, days, or even months just to get the perfect headshot.
Wow, another super powerful faction. I know that's how it is, though.
5 kilometers away and disappear. The Calidus Temple are masters of shape-shifting and...
By the way, community, thank you for being here. All of you. Thank you so much. You guys are good shit. The right kind of old nerds that I like. I can tolerate you.
Take a drug that allows them
Can
to
you tolerate me?
their body into whatever they see fit. A confidant of a target may be killed and they will take their place before killing their target outright. Or they could shift into a member of a chaos warband with symbols and flesh and all that to earn the trust of a cult leader before slitting their
This is a wild ass white boy doing this vid.
Psychic blank, a soulless mutation, making them appear as
we got Poo Tracker in chat.
And downright disgusting.
Literally go and check his logs. He's been talking about poo forever.
Issues, this is who you send. Their specialized helmet enhances their already latent powers and will allow them to all but drain the souls from those they touch and their very body. It is an extreme weapon used when a direct form of pressure must be applied to an otherwise untouchable cycle. Now, if you need a direct pressure in a more literal way, the Eversor is for you. A drugged up comatose psychopath that is directly dropped on enemy lines and allowed to wreak havoc, killing anything and everything it sees in a blaze of movement and blood before it inevitably dies and causes a plasma explosion on its demise. There are other temples as well, the Vanis Temple acting as sort of like a cyber hacker, the Venomim Temple specializing in poisons, but all in all, assassins move with their skin-tight body gloves with a speed unmatched and force unexpected. One of the best assassin novels puts a Vindicare, Calidus, and Vanis to infiltrate a night world, kill the High Monarch of the Knights, who is permanently stuck in his giant robot knight, install a new ruler in his stead, and make sure nobody knows the
I don't know if they're on tabletop.
Their
Are they on
missions
tabletop?
are insanity, and their tasks impossible, and they do it anyway. Thus is
I would
the
like
power
to listen.
the assassin.
I'll dress up as that.
We do not determine the guilty. We do not decide the punishment. We
I
are
love the quotes. The quotes are my favorite. I love that he throws at us.
merely the cold instrument of the Emperor's vengeance. There is no form of death unknown to us. There is no form of terror beyond our means. There is no enemy outside our reach. We are the blade that hovers over the throat of the traitor.
Cool
We are
faction.
the bullet that awaits the heretic's skull. We are the poison in the throat of the alien.
Cypher! Goddamn you, Cypher. Yeah, evolution's been wild, that's for sure. It really has been.
However,
thank you very much, man. I hope you're doing great.
The police and
I'll never forget that day in Little
there is
Tokyo.
one that stands above all. As the Imperium settled into its post-Emperor world, they needed a force to root out corruption wherever it could be found. But they needed specialized individuals who could do so. Men and women who would serve as detective and executioner. This new secret police would have unlimited authority, and they would be known as the Inquisition. Inquisitors of the Inquisition are one
More
of
like the Inquisition. Inquisition.
most feared individuals in all of the galaxy for the common members of humanity. Trained in the most difficult of conditions and mental hardening, they have long closed their minds to the passions of those they deem guilty. Inquisitors are, for the most part, detectives, but they are detectives whose authority is unmatched and actions justified by the state itself. Similar to the KGB, the Gestapo, the Stasi, the OVRA.
I mean,
unlike those organizations,
it's definitely looking a little wild.
Inquisition has far more authority and is one of the only types of individuals who can commit exterminatus, the term used for the utter.
Damn, Ages of the Imperium is huge.
That is no longer deemed usable by.
I mean, they got a whole fucking.
While it is a very
Oh my
exciting
god.
word and a commonly notable thing done.
Yeah,
in
they got a big
Warhammer,
section.
Exterminatus is not actually used particularly often. It's a last resort entirely meant to stop the enemy from gaining a major foothold or spread even more corruption. Even with 1 million worlds, the wholesale slaughter of an entire planet is still a massive blow to the Imperium. Inquisitors range quite a bit, not just in how they operate.
I would
but
love
also
to make a video like this. If I knew enough about something, I would be fucking coming all over the screen with this kind of shit.
Personalities. They are often main characters for a large amount of books, as detective noir is a great genre, and they can be the most stone-cold killer or a pragmatic and sympathetic individual depending on who they are. Radical Inquisitors may utilize methods unlike most of the Imperium, such as alien tech or even demon hosts, where Puritans stick closer to the methods of the religious state and shun any deviations. They also specialize in various aspects, as the Inquisition has orders or ordos, such as Xenos for aliens, Malleus for demons, and Hereticus for, you guessed it. Truly, if you are a normal citizen of the Imperium, a person flashing an inquisitorial rosette in front of you may be one of the most terrifying moments of your entire life. It is the same as an FBI badge or a KGB member, except now you're
I'm
in
straight
Warhammer.
sober, cuh.
So, their authority and tools.
So I am on those antibiotics, so watch out.
Agents of the Imperium are vast and offer a ton of different concepts to the world of Warhammer, and they continue to expand as the Emperor's descent into the Golden Throne.
Dude, you want me to cosplay as a Space Marine for a month? I would do that. Depends on what, you know. Like, am I going to be, like, I could do it. That seems expensive, though.
Man, as time progressed, a few people seeing the Emperor as a deity made their voices louder, and over a few thousand years, worship of the Emperor was not only considered expected, but state mandated. This church will be known as the Ecclesiarchy. And there were many who would look to.
Well, I'm on antibiotics. I just like the way they feel.
Grabs at their power.
Next
leaving
question.
Horrid effects on the populace. The age of apostasy was a time of reformation in the Imperium that saw its eventual change into an overtly religious empire. During this time, an all-female warrior cult to the Emperor called the Daughters of the Emperor were a bit more isolated from the
Damn! The Daughters of the Emperor.
However, As the ecclesiarchy began to take root, one Goj Van Dyer became the High Lord of the Administratum and noticed these warriors and felt they could be useful to him. Goj himself told these warriors that he was the voice of the Emperor himself and demanded they fire upon him to prove it. Having a little hidden force field that this warrior Cole had never seen before, the bullet bounced off of him and showing him to be unharmed, truly blessed by the Emperor. This cult became known as the Brides of the Emperor.
Damn!
As personal bodyguards and aides. However, Goj Van Dyer was a tyrant, and his horrendous reign spelled ruination for the wider Imperium, which made the Adeptus Custodes take notice. Despite an outright coup and revolt against him, the deadlock was getting steep as the Brides of the Emperor's fierce combat skills kept him safe. One custodian made contact with
Wait, does the skull with the Roman numeral have a relation to this skull with the Roman numeral? 8?
Of the brides and brought her into the throne room of the Emperor himself. Nobody knows what transpired in that room, save for Alicia Dominica, the custodian, and the Emperor himself.
Damn.
However, she left the room with her hair bleached pure white from the interaction, marched her battle brides directly to Van Dyer himself and said, "You have committed the ultimate heresy.
No.
Not only have you turned your back on the Emperor and stepped from his light, you have profaned his name and almost destroyed everything he has striven to build. You have perverted and twisted the path he has laid for mankind to tread. As your decrees have stated, there can be no mercy for such a crime.
What
no
a Twitter
pity
follower.
for such a criminal. I renounce your lordship. You walk in the darkness and cannot be allowed to live.
It's like a Taylor Swift. It's like a fucking Taylor Swift fan.
Has been long overdue, and it is now time for you to die. Despite not having any time to die, Goj Van Dyer found some time to do so. With
That's
his
funny.
head lopped clean from his body, the brides of the Emperor were no more, and the ecclesiarchy signed a document to stop Van Dyer's reign from happening again. They would no longer be allowed to have men under arms. Men. The Adeptus Sororitas, or commonly known as the Sisters of Battle, the nuns with guns, the fighting force of the church. Despite being the main militant faction, the Sisters of Battle, their organization actually is far more diverse than this and have many more nun-based roles for their members. They are organized by various orders with various specialties in mind, such as the non-militant.
That's fucking awesome. I like that a lot.
And familius, including things like helping with surgical equipment and various other medical stuff, Duolingo, and a poli-sci degree. These orders are further separated into smaller orders in an almost Space Marine chapter sense, but tend to have more flexibility due to the nature of their work. And in addition to that, there is flexibility between the orders. It is not uncommon for a member of one of the more battle-hardened orders to switch to a more passive one once they've sustained battlefield injuries or are a bit closer to retirement. As mentioned before, the Sisters of Battle are
Sororitas. How the fuck am I going to remember that? When people ask me, like, one of my favorite.
The highest number of any given system. They are the official fighting force of the ecclesiarchy, and they specialize in wars of faith.
It's Latin? I don't speak Latin. Okay, Adepta Sororitas. I can remember Sororitas because female. Adepta. What's that mean? If I remember the root, then I'll know what it means.
Deployed with members of the Inquisitorial Ordo Hereticus.
What's the
holy war nature of their battles? The Sisters of Battle are suited up with their own
mean Sister of Battle? Okay.
That gives them
cool, got
like a Joan of Arc vibe to the battlefield.
Sick.
Though lacking the more extreme modifications of a Space Marine's power armor, mainly to the fact that Sisters are, for the most part, regular humans, the power armor of a Sister of Battle.
See, Will doesn't know about this.
Power of an Instart,
this is our dirty little secret.
Flexibility and versatility.
This is our dirty little secret.
Some of the patterns of armor do allow for the enhancing of genetics, but this is far from the norm. This, combined with an arsenal of tanks and vehicles that have literal church organ rocket launchers.
Yo, we need a fucking Adeptus Sororitas game.
across the holy war vibe.
With a character customizer.
Accompanying a sister of battle in the fields of war is the holy trinity of weaponry. The bolter,
oh,
the flamer,
shit.
and the melter. With such a simple loadout, the Sisters of Battle are able to bring down the glorious flames of the Emperor himself. And
wait,
his
Dawn of
holy
War
light
has them?
shines on them in other ways during a conflict.
Dude, that is
even
crazy.
Their jump packs evoke angelic imagery as opposed to the
I
more
love it.
funky jetpacks.
They're so cool. It's not just because they're women.
Of great turmoil,
like that, they're just badass and aesthetic and everything, and they're so identifiable. Oh, thank you, officer. Oh, officer, thank you.
Or impossibility, a living saint of the sororitas itself might appear on the battlefield surrounded by a litany of doves and cherubs. An almost comical scene of holy glory followed by literal hellfire. The Sisters are a fascinating organization because they take
the
what is normally
fucking
seen as a
Sisters.
benevolent force and turn it on its head to be a horrifying method of war. Because the Sisters are so zealous, they are nigh impossible to persuade and almost never fall
They
to
will
chaos.
fucking will never turn.
In fact, any deviation from the Imperial faith may see you killed outright as you are deemed a heretic. And sometimes Sisters have even less patience than the Inquisition does. To the Adeptus Sororitas, no punishment is too extreme for blasphemy.
I mean, they're crazy girls. Let's be honest. They probably have mental illness, and they all just sort of like have attached it to religion, and that's kind of what's going on. All right, I think that's specifically their situation, and that's what's going on. And I think that's just kind of it's necessary. It's a necessary evil. But let's be honest, those are women with mental issues, and they've all just sort of been like found each other and found their thing, and that's what that is.
Heretical behavior, whether it's
If they're more intense than the Inquisition, you know what I mean?
lobotomizing traitors to use as shock troops or attaching them physically to agonizing pain engines so they
Don't
can
tell them I said that. Holy shit. Do not tell them I said that.
die for the Emperor, anything goes. The most fascinating part of the Sisters, however, is their faith. We discussed how orcs often make things happen through belief because of their sheer number of them. The Sisters create miracles where they walk. They are not many psychers like orcs, but they are excessively devout and make up for that. Bullets barely miss targets they absolutely should hit. Guns jam, tanks malfunction, enemies slip and fall. The scene from Pulp Fiction is an accurate portrayal of what happens when the Sisters fight.
I'd knock that shit off if I was you.
Yo, why is my mic picking up? Oh, it's background. Ha!
One of the most prominent figures is the Triumph of St. Catherine, a literal open casket with the saint of
Adeptus Sororitas! Sororitas! Yo, I'm a big fan of Adeptus Sororitas! Woo! Yo, chat. Adeptus. Adeptus Senoritas!
Sisters order, held aloft by lobotomized servant cherubs and protected by bodyguards of the faithful. The devotion to the
Por el Emperador!
Emperor swells so strong that acts of faith are made manifest, and sometimes angels themselves. When the Sisters go to war, they have thundering organs and litanies screeching out into the battlefield, hymns and songs. They rabble off prayers.
They're so cool. I mean, they're so cool. This might be one of my favorite factions. If I can play them in a game, I will.
Burn holy fire across the area. They spray holy water down from horns atop their vehicles. It is a genuine holy war, a procession of death. Saint Celestine is an undying.
There's a cinematic with them? Oh, shit, yeah.
She is needed and returning to the fold.
Oh, shit, dog.
When she dies, she sees a crying young girl atop a mountain of bones. her bones after every one of her deaths. She climbs this mountain every time to help comfort this crying child and is rebirthed upon the battlefield. And one day, her deaths will create a mountain so large that even she will not be able to traverse it. Is she a demon of the God Emperor? Perhaps, but she'll be shot for saying so. She is genuinely and literally faith made manifest. Some sisters may make a mistake, however, and find themselves questioning their faith, disobeying a command, and even leaving their order. These sisters are sent for reconditioning and are known.
Oh! I like the reconditioned one. Yo, Diablo, Diablo Adept Senoritas, muy caliente. Yo, holy shit.